Hello everyone, once again, happy Easter. Kellen here, and I am so pumped for what's about to happen. Before we get started, there's only one thing you need to know. Easter Jam is for everybody in your family. So, if you're a teenager, this is for you. You two young adults. And if you're a younger kid, get ready. We're about to have some serious fun, and we need you to lead the way. Adults, buckle up. This is an Easter like you've never done it before. No matter who you are, we want you to know that Easter Jam is for you too. Now, the only way to not have fun is to not participate. So look around, is anyone missing? If so, hit the pause button and go get them now. We are getting started in 3, 2, 1.
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
Okay, hear me out. There are only two kinds of people in the world. People who love these things and people like me. I just don't get it. How do you eat something so cute but so grainy? Well, let's see how your family feels. Show me a thumbs up if you love to eat these things, or a thumbs down if you don't. Okay, there's a lot of different opinions out there, but no matter how you feel about eating Peeps, you're going to love this game. Your family is gonna do a face-off in the greatest Peep jousting competition of all time. I'm gonna explain how it works, and then we're gonna tell you to get started. So first, you're gonna divide the room into 2 teams. Next, take 2 Peeps and assign them to a team. If you don't have Peeps, no worries. A really big marshmallow will work as well. Team A gets Peep A, and Team B, well, they get Peep B. You can come up with cooler names like Lord Sugarcoat or Sir Sprinkles. You get the idea. You can also use a marker or Sharpie to decorate your Peeps to give them some personality. Draw a mustache on your Peep, give them a mean eyebrow, a fancy outfit, let your creative juices flow. Next, you're gonna need to prepare your Peeps for battle by sticking a toothpick in each Peep to prepare them for battle. The toothpick will be a joust or a lightsaber or a sword. Just depends on how serious your family is about to make this competition. Now, make sure your toothpick is facing forward toward the other Peep. Place the 2 combatants on a microwavable safe plate. Don't worry, no social distancing necessary. And you want the Peeps to be facing close together and face to face. Finally, time for the big event. You are gonna gather around and put the plate into the microwave, setting the timer for 45 seconds. You won't let it run that long. In fact, don't let it run that long. Then press start. Watch at a safe distance until the Peep drops their toothpick or lightsaber and touches the other one. The toothpick that touches the other Peep first wins. And as soon as this happens, you're gonna wanna stop the microwave. Trust me on that one, families. Okay, now's the time to settle this thing. Don't forget to snap a pic of the photo finish. It's time to go. Now push pause and I'll wait here. How'd it go? Who won? I want pictures. So post them on social media with the hashtag EasterJam2020 and tag our church at ourcity.kids and ourcity.church. Now, I have to admit, that was more fun than I thought it was gonna be. And also, this happened. All right, are you ready for another game? For this one, you need a laundry basket full of socks. I mean, lots of socks. Clean or dirty, doesn't matter, as long as you have a match. Now, if you need to go grab those things right now. Push pause and then I'll explain the rest. Got your baskets and socks? Great. Now choose 2 people to play. You'll also need 2 people to be scorekeepers. To get started, dump all the socks on one side of the room. And don't worry, these socks will make their way back to that basket real soon. Then place the basket on the other side. When I say go, players will grab a sock, go through the pile to find the matching one, roll the socks together in the shape of a ball or an egg, and then you're gonna toss them like this across the room onto the laundry Easter basket. The player with the most sock eggs in the basket at the end of the timer wins. If you don't have scorekeepers to help you, keep count, you'll have to keep that number in your head on your own. That means everyone's on the honor system, all right? Parents, I'm looking at you. Okay, if needed, press pause to go get everything in position. I'll wait here. Everybody ready? Great. We're gonna put a 1-minute timer on the clock. This Easter egg throwdown is happening in 3, 2, 1, and go! Alrighty, families, come on back. Who won? Okay, that was pretty wild. And whoever won gets a sock. Nah, I'm just kidding. Adults, make sure whoever won the challenge gets a special treat today. Maybe one of these. Or maybe not. Well, I hope you're having so much fun so far. We're celebrating because today is Easter. If you don't know the whole story of Easter, that's okay. Today we'll talk about what makes today, maybe more than any other day, a happy day. But before we get there, I know a lot of you have friends and family who would love to hear from you. And to make that happen, you have a few options. Pause this video and pick one of the challenges on the screen to wish your peeps a happy Easter. Okay, so I just got like 9 texts from our crew saying Happy Easter. Thanks, fam, nice. Even though we're celebrating a little differently than we have before, that's okay. Easter is still happy. And that's not just because of the Peep Wars or the Easter baskets or the chocolate bunnies, although those things are awesome. It's still happy because of what happened thousands of years ago at the first Easter. It's the world's most powerful story, and yet it's so simple. So simple that it can even be told with laundry.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts and minds and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and his disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with his friends, he told them that he would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of his own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then he died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely he was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took his body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now he was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
Wow. I hear that story every Easter, and it always amazes me. I mean, God sent Jesus to this world to remind me that he is greater than anything that can go wrong in my world. The simple fact that Jesus came back to life is proof to me that I can face anything bad that happens. I like to think about it this way. I can because Jesus is alive. I can keep loving because Jesus is alive. I can be brave because Jesus is alive. I can have hope, say it with me, because Jesus is alive. Here's an idea. Take a few minutes and add to this list of things that you can do because Jesus is alive. Answer these questions as a family. How would you fill in the blank? I can blank because Jesus is alive. And in your opinion, what makes Easter happy? Take a picture of the questions and as a family discuss them after Easter Jam is over. I love that you're about to have family conversations like these, because remembering what God has done in the past, well, that helps me trust him with what's going on in my life right now. And I hope that's true for you too. And I hope that you spend the rest of the day making happy memories with your family. So after your discussion, here's one last challenge. For this one, you'll need to decide who's the technological genius at home. Maybe it's the step parent or the aunt or an 8th grader. Either way, decide which person it is. Got it? Awesome. As soon as your discussion is done and this video's over, I want you to go outside and take a family Easter photo. Now, you can be dressed up in your PJs. It could be totally normal with normal smiling faces, or you can be silly, or you can turn on one of those filters that makes you have like a bunny face. But no matter how you do it, take a family photo and make it awesome. And then remember to share it on social media. Remember the hashtag EasterJam2020, and tag at ourcity.kids and ourcity.church so we can see your family's Easter style. Maybe now more than ever, this is a time to celebrate and remember God's faithfulness and the hope He gives us in Jesus. After all, that's what makes Easter so happy.
The empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. I stand in that place for your last meeting face to face. I am yours, Jesus, you are mine. In this joy, perfect peace, earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive. He's alive.
Thank you so much for joining us for Easter. Remember, parents, do the discussion, take that photo. And if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, if you enjoyed what you did today and what you heard, make sure you hit the like button and share this with as many friends as you can. And we have plenty of resources for your kids and youth. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And we are looking forward to interacting with you this week. All right, Our City Church, let's change the world together.